the fate of the kingdom is now in Zelda's hands.
If you're like me, in the moment when you first watched that trailer for Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, you probably felt disappointed. Not just disappointed, almost insulted. Like Nintendo was giving you a patronizing slap in the face just for wanting a game with Zelda as the main playable character. Let's back up for a moment here. When the first announcement for Breath of the Wild was revealed at E3 2014, I still remember the hype surrounding it, and people were suggesting that the cloaked figure in the video could actually be the princess, but of course that turned out to be wrong. And then at E3 2019, the first look trailer for Tears of the Kingdom showed Zelda wearing a very practical looking outfit, so people thought she might be a playable character in that title. Once I started playing Tears of the Kingdom myself, the intro sequence gave me hope that it could be the case, because we see Link get gravely wounded and Zelda get teleported away somewhere. It seemed to me like the perfect setup for the princess to become the main hero. And then it showed Link waking up by himself with Zelda nowhere to be found. But not long after that, there was another moment when completing the tutorial Sky Island. Link uses his rewind ability to send the damaged Master Sword back in time to Zelda, and in that cutscene, the perspective briefly switches to Zelda's, and it got my hopes up once again that I'd be able to play as the princess and explore the mysterious world of ancient Hyrule, figure out a way to repair the Master Sword, and then discover how to return to my own timeline. I'll be honest, if Tears of the Kingdom had been that game, I would have enjoyed it more than a heavily modified copy of Breath of the Wild. But I do realize that Nintendo is a big company that needs to maximize game sales and minimize risks. They're also based in Japan, a country with relatively conservative values, especially among the older generation, which is why a 53-year-old Eiji Aonuma said in a 2016 interview, "If we have Princess Zelda as the main character who fights, then what is Link going to do?" Yeah, that's why Nintendo is not going to suddenly produce a full budget, epic action and adventure with 3D graphics like Tears of the Kingdom, with Zelda as the main playable character without some guarantee that it would be successful. So, although it might feel discouraging to see them finally release a game with the princess as the hero, only for it to appear rather childish and simple, please realize this. Nintendo has already gone out on a limb just by creating Echoes of Wisdom. We need to give them more permission to break further from tradition first before we can expect them to go all out on a concept like this. Now, what if you personally don't care about being able to play a game as Princess Zelda? Well, it's still important for you also to buy Echoes of Wisdom this September, and I'll tell you why. First of all, like I was saying just a moment ago, we need to let Nintendo know that they don't have to stick so closely to their tried and true formula for the main Zelda series games. This benefits you by giving Nintendo the liberty and the budget to introduce more variety and thus make better games instead of the same title over and over again, but with a different musical instrument. In addition to the license it offers Nintendo to introduce more creativity Supporting this game and others like it will increase representation for girls and women in the world of gaming. This area has started to improve in recent years, but when you look at the Legend of Zelda franchise specifically, the playable character has always been male in their main series titles. And even if you include some of the spin-offs such as Hyrule Warriors, the list is still completely one-sided. Now, I guess some of you are going to tell me that just because a game's main character is male doesn't mean a non-male can't enjoy playing it, and I don't disagree. But I just think the world has a lot more room for more female-led games. We can safely say Link has already had plenty of chances to be the protagonist. He won't be any worse for wear if he becomes an NPC. Finally, Echoes of Wisdom could turn out to be super fun to play when it releases. Sure, the trailer might have made the game look fairly childish, but appearances can be deceiving. After all, Nintendo has come up with some pretty unexpected home runs when they were cooking up something really untested. Can you think of a game that you thought looked weird or goofy, but you ended up loving? Titles like Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros., Wii Sports, Splatoon? I could go on, but I think you get the point. The developers at Nintendo do know what they're doing. In the end, it's our job as the consumers to tell them exactly the kind of games they should make by communicating with our wallets. So, what about you? Are you going to buy and play The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom when it releases? Tell me in the comments, and I'll see you next time.